Guys, I just realized I have to do a follow-up video, a shorter one, rest assured, about how to practice this art of communications and diffusing bombs and people trying to provoke you unconsciously because they're in an ego point of view, an ego mindset. And it's crazy, guys. The more you become aware, the more you see, and the more you realize and feel things, and the more you notice different dimensions and levels of energy. So, first step, if you feel the person reacting to you is being, and it doesn't even have to be words, because words gonna sound normal, but the energy and the intention behind the person's words is what's gonna ring you a bell, ring you an alarm. So if the person responds something that seems to be attacking you, you're gonna know it, guys, with time. It's like just surprises you out of nowhere and just like boom, tells you something seriously on the defensive, mean, trying to make you react. Take a nanosecond to tell yourself, did I say something wrong? Did I say something bad? Did I say something out of place or out of ordinary? Or was it a normal discussion? Like, people get triggered, and even me, we get triggered with normal discussion points. Like, it's out of nowhere. It's just been so long buried down over years and years of trauma and not addressing it that anything that relates to it like indirectly, whatever, it's gonna trigger it. So if you felt like you didn't say anything out of place or out of ordinary, then you know that there's an ego reaction happening. So first, when something like that happens, did I say, like, you just confirm, did I say something out of place, something out of the ordinary or whatsoever? If no, then you proceed. You know that they're in an ego place. So secondly, remind yourself, the person right now is not feeling safe or feels the necessity. Well, it comes back to not feeling safe or feeling fearful or pretending, whatever. It's all coming from a place of fear. So they don't feel safe for some reason, and this is why they're reacting. So 2, you remember yourself that they don't feel safe right now, or for some reason they feel the need to react. For some reason they feel attacked right now. So they don't feel safe right now. I'm gonna make them feel safe instantly, right? By diffusing, by what you're gonna say. So it's a little bit like the sandwich feedback. Hear them, support them, and then deliver your message, right? So 2, remember yourself. They want to may feel safe. The intention is like they don't feel safe. They felt attacked, so that's why they're reacting this way. So it has nothing to do about you. You're gonna make them feel safe. So 3rd, and that all happens, guys, obviously, I know they need practice, and I'm welcome to help you out, or I'm welcome to have, a discussion and meet you, so we can practice together. But obviously all of that happens in a few seconds. So 3rd, you want them to make them feel safe, but you want them to make them feel heard, but not necessarily respond to all their pitiful attacks or pitiful provocations. Because if you start playing in their game, the ego is gonna have fun, and they're gonna right away know what to say next to react and to respond to what you said too. So pull out of the game, make them feel heard by saying words that's just gonna reassure what they did not say. So let's say they yell or they're complaining about the specific thing that made all the problem, and the ego is going to try to make a sense out of it. Deep down it has nothing to do with what you just said. They just don't want to feel safe, and they're feeling attacked underneath. So with time and practice, you're going to know what deeply bothers them, so you can react to them and say the right thing even though they didn't say it. So you reassure them at the same time. 3rd, you react and you respond, not necessarily to their question, necessarily to the provocations or attack, but to make them feel safe. make them feel heard, and put them back in a situation where they don't need to be in a defensive mode at all. However, do not call them out. Do not call them out, because a person, and I've experienced it a lot when I was in my ego place, the person who is in the ego place and definitely in a reaction mode, on a defensive, trying to provoke you, trying to attack you in return, whatever, they're not in a place of reception. They're not being ready in their heart and spirit and in their energy to receive being called out, being criticized, being suggested, or having advice whatsoever, even though it comes from a good place, guys. And I felt so many times trying to help people, but they were not ready, and it was just frustrating me, and I was like just impatient, like, why don't they get what I'm giving them? They're like, it's so insightful, it's so helpful, why, but they're at the moment not in a good place. So no matter what you say, hey, why are you being so weird? Oh, hey, why are you being so defensive? Why are you being so provocative? Why are you like hitting on me like that? Why are you like being so mean with your words right now? They're just gonna be like the first reaction. Even me, if somebody would call me out, I would be just like reacting in the defensive even further. I would be like, what you talking about? I would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I would be like, no, it's all in your head. You like, they would throw back at you this as an insult. So do not call them out, right? Be like the Zen Yoda, right? And be like at peace with whatever they have to say, because it's rebounding on you. It has nothing to do with you. The provocation or the insult or the attack has nothing to do with you. Nothing. Deep down, they just want to feel safe and reassured. So either you pretend that you didn't hear what they say, either you pretend that you're not reacting the way they wish you reacted, and you just go along with life. Not necessarily ignore them and be like, oh, this person is so stupid or dumb or so mean, so I'm not going to ignore that, because that's a negative energy. But bring everything up. So that's an art, guys, obviously, but I hope those 3 steps help you see a little bit the concept of how to practice the communication when people try to provoke you unconsciously. And Macy, would you like to give me some example? Well, geez, and you have to give me some situation. They want to feel heard and supported. So the best thing I do is like, of course I hear you, mom. Of course it totally makes sense. Of course, like, oh, I definitely understand you. Oh, I would feel this way if I were you as well. Like, the ego mind is like a child. They just want to feel right. And then, obviously, if you're not agreeing, don't overdo it. And just say like, you know what? All is good. All is fine. Let's do this way. Or would it help if I do it like that instead? Or would it help if I said it this way instead? Or just simply like, just say, pack it up and say, yo, no problem. Not you, obviously. No problem. All is good. I heard you. But life is beautiful. Let's, and you show the other side, but in a joyful way where, you're trying to act innocent. So you have to like pretend you're not playing their game and not know what they're trying to do to you. The ego, obviously not the person per se, but the ego mind of the person. And then act innocent, but at the same time you're like pretending to be innocent, but at the same time you're bringing them towards a higher vibrations. You know what I mean? So like it's a game, but not really a game. So yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Hopefully it's more insightful, but I don't know. But the more life goes on, the more I guess I'll be more precise with this concept. Bye.